In every community, excreta is a natural and very necessary part of day-to-day living.
So is the process of removing and treating it.
In order to avoid illnesses and disease in our communities, it is important to follow safe and effective steps when removing and treating fecal sludge.
Fecal sludge is a mixture of excreta and any other material thrown into an on-site facility. This could include, but is not limited to, water, toilet paper, and solid waste.
Fecal sludge is full of disease-causing microorganisms known as pathogens, which are found in excreta.
These can be classified as viruses, bacteria, protozoa, and helminths.
Microorganisms are tiny, minute organisms that cannot be seen by the naked eye.
But they are real, ready, and dangerous, waiting for the chance to infect a new host with sickness and disease.
It is important to practice safe behavior when it comes to fecal sludge management to avoid becoming a host and breeding grounds to these pathogens. Bacteria, Escherichia coli, Totocoliforms, and Fecocoliforms Campylobacter fetus, Jejuni, pathogenic Escherichia coli, and Salmonella are all big, bad disease-causing pathogens.
And also difficult word to get our heads around. The key takeaway here is that all of these nasties are found in excreta and can make you sick, very sick, if you come into contact with them.
Bacteria usually enters a new host by ingestion, in water, on food, on fingers, in dirt, but some may also enter through the lungs by inhalation of tiny droplets, or through the eye, rubbing the eye with fecally contaminated fingers. Once you're infected with this bacteria, you become part of the problem by passing it on through excrement.
Yes, this means diarrhea, dehydration, and feeling really sick. When handling fecal sludge, it is important to always wear protective gear like gloves and masks, and to wash carefully afterward.
Protozoa, Entamoeba, Histolytica, Giardia, Lamblia, and Cryptosporidium are commonly known as protozoa.
Protozoa are also diarrhea-causing parasites. They are clever little parasites that develop in two ways, as trophozoites and as cysts. Infection occurs when mature cysts are consumed.
Once in your intestine, cysts transform themselves into trophozoites, making a home in the wall of your intestines where they feed on bacteria and dead cells.
These nasty trophozoites then become cysts, and once again they are expelled in feces. Hello diarrhea, goodbye happiness, health, and wealthy.
Protozoa need a host to reproduce. However, they can survive in the environment for some months to up to several years. Most intestinal protozoa are transmitted through polluted water and food. This is why it is so important that fecal sludge is managed carefully so that it does not contaminate our water, food, and our family's intestines. The protozoa most frequently linked to aquatic diseases are helminths. Helminths are basically worms.
It is extremely undesirable to have worms squiggling around in your stomach, but it is their eggs that you have to watch out for, as they are what carries the disease-causing infections. Ascaris eggs and Bilharzia eggs are some of the worst offenders.
These eggs are transmitted through direct contact with polluted sludge or fecal material. The eggs can also get into your system through eating polluted meat or crops that have been polluted by fecal sludge and by water that has not been cleaned properly.
Water can be cleaned by being boiled or by adding chlorine. Helminths need to occupy a human body for their life cycle to continue, but this is severely detrimental to humans.
Helminths can cause intestinal wall damage, hemorrhages, deficient blood coagulation, undernourishment that can lead to cancer tumors.
These infectious worms can affect anyone who comes into contact with them, but sadly children, the elderly, and poor people are the ones who suffer the most.
Managing fecal sludge correctly is extremely important. If it is not treated carefully, it can get into the very same water that is used to grow the food we eat, therefore causing disease and poor health. When a community is healthy, it is able to function well and achieve more. The more a community is able to function, the more successful it can be. A healthy community is a wealthy community.